Hey, with today's daily sprint, we're talking about increasing purpose, passion, and meaning. And today we're going to talk about a super common topic of when you as the nutrition coach or a health and fitness coach is trying to inspire someone into your program. This typically happens with moms, and they will say something like, hey, I can't afford to be selfish right now. I have kids, I've got a newborn. There's no way I can take time, energy, and focus away from them. It's just too selfish. And it's coming from a good place. But what they're not realizing is this fact: 80% of preventable diseases are prevented through physical activity and being at a healthy body weight. And when I talk about 80% of preventable diseases, I'm talking about cancer, stroke, not just heart disease and the things that we relate to physical fitness. I'm talking about gout. I'm talking about all kinds of maladies. So when they're saying that, they don't realize that they're on a slow path that falls off a cliff, and that cliff leads to their children being the caregiver for themselves. Now, that is very powerful, because if you've ever known someone that has to caregive for someone, right now my mom is caregiving for my dad, it is emotionally draining, it is spiritually draining, it is physically straining. It is probably the number one demand you could put on another human being, is to caregive for another human being. And when your health is not prioritized, you are heading in that direction, and there's probably an 80% chance that you're not only going to need a caregiver, which is going to be your children, but you're going to need one a lot earlier in life, and thus demand more from them than if you were to take care of yourself. And frankly, if you were to take care of yourself, be at a healthy weight, be physically active, there's a high probability that you won't need your children to caregive for you at all. And I'm talking about other diseases like dementia. Across the board, being at a healthy body weight and physically active prevents 80% of those things from happening. So offering that perspective, it's kind of like investing in your kid's college fund. You put a little bit away today so that they don't have the stresses of college 20 years from now. It's the exact same thing. So letting some moms and the dads know, like, hey, I'm just going to ask you to work within the framework. You're in a busy framework right now, but I'm going to ask you to allocate some of that pie to your physical fitness today, so that you never have to demand that your kids caregive for you in the future. Use that when communicating with your busy moms and dads, particularly your new moms and dads, to get them physically active, get them healthy, get them at a great body weight, so that they can experience life abundantly and never have to be cared for or